In this video, I'll show you how to create an AI assistant that will be able to check your emails and then classify them, which ones are generic and do not require your reply, and which ones are from real people. For those from real people, it will also create draft replies that you can quickly review and just send them off. To create this assistant, I'm going to use Zapier Central, and if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend doing so. To me, it represents like the next step to custom GPTs. Its framework is quite similar to what you find in ChatGPT when creating your custom GPTs. I mean, the interface is very similar, the logic aligns, you also have custom instructions or prompt plus knowledge base plus actions or tools, whatever you call them. One of the differences between ChatGPT Builder and Zapier Central is its ability to connect your online files, such as Google Spreadsheets or Google Docs, as a knowledge base. And as you update those files, Zapier's bot is updated in real time too. But the main difference and the main advantage to me with Zapier Assistant Builder is that for tools, you don't have to use this complicated, confusing schema. You don't have to deal with API keys or code. You just search for the app you want to connect to and add the action from that app to your bot directly. And at the same time, Zapier Central allows you to have your own tool and integrate it via API, so we have the flexibility which you don't have in GPT Builder within ChatGPT. Okay, let me show you how I created that assistant from scratch using only natural language without any need for coding or API. Once you sign up with Zapier Central, you'll find an interface very similar to ChatGPT. There are two main options available to you: create behavior and add data source. I've already prepared a file which will act as a knowledge base for my mock web agency. The rule is, the more detailed the knowledge base, the better the assistant can reply. Included are details about our services, pricing, policies, and some extra insights. Since it's aimed to be an email assistant, I've also added email response guidelines, covering tone, clarity, and accuracy, how to sign emails, and a list of frequently asked questions. The more examples we provide here, the more equipped it will be to handle inquiries from leads. So all this content was generated by ChatGPT for this video, serving as a sample knowledge base. In the real world, I'd fine-tune it to be more precise and detailed. Let's click Add Data Source, choose Google Docs, pick the document we need, and add it. This way, it will be linked to the assistant. Because it's an online document, any updates you make to the document will instantly refresh the knowledge base without the need for re-uploading. When considering businesses that rely on daily spreadsheet updates and need to pull data for an AI assistant, the value of this feature becomes very clear to me. The next step is to create a behavior. This is where you can lay out custom instructions for the bot. Instructions tell your bot what to do when it's triggered, how to process or summarize the data, and which of the available actions it should use. For best results, be as specific as possible, break down instructions into multiple steps, and provide examples. I prepared some instructions already, so I'll just copy and paste them here. My instructions are the following: check only emails in the primary inbox, ignore promotions and social, find the unread emails and understand the sender's email address, subject line, and body. Once you understand all of that, classify them accordingly: no reply, generic, and real inquiry. And then I provide some reasoning how to label them correctly. Once you classify the unread emails, generate a subject line and body as a reply to emails classified as real inquiry. Create drafts for them. So I don't need to reply to no reply emails or to generic newsletters or something. I just need to reply to real inquiries from my leads. And so I tell it, do not create drafts for emails classified as no reply and generic, only for the ones with the label real inquiry. These instructions will be provided in the video description. Feel free to use it. Now I need to add a trigger, and we have a variety of different triggers here. It can be an action within Gmail, like a new email in your inbox. It can be a message that you send to this assistant, like tell it, check my emails, and then it will trigger. Or you can schedule it to perform the actions at regular intervals. So I'll set it to do it daily at 9 a.m. Click Add Trigger, and the final step is to add actions. And that's the beauty of this tool. Instead of dealing with a complicated schema, you get a list of suggested actions tailored to the context of your instructions. Simply click Add Action, connect your Gmail, and you're all set. I've added the ability to find emails, and I also need to create drafts, so I'll include this action as well. Now I have my instructions, I have the trigger for it to work automatically on the daily basis, and it is capable of performing actions such as finding new emails in my inbox and creating drafts. Okay, I have my inbox here with a few unread emails. Also, I've sent myself 2 emails to simulate real inquiries. The first one is signed by Emily Patel, and here the second one, it is signed by Jordan Smith. Let's test the behavior now. Alright, after a brief wait of about 2 minutes for processing, we can review the assistant's activity. First, it completed the action find emails. Here's a summary of their classification based on the provided criteria. The first email has been classified as generic, and the reason for that is the sender's address and subject suggests it's a newsletter or update about AI developments. The second email also generic, also a newsletter. And then we have 2 emails that I've sent to myself. It classified them correctly as real inquiry with a proper reasoning. The email is direct inquiry about website redesign services from a real person, and one more generic email, which is just a welcome email from a service. Then, given this classification, it created 2 drafts only for emails that contained real inquiries. So we have a subject and body here. Let's see if it appears in my Gmail as well. I'll refresh the page, go to drafts, and as you see, I have 2 drafts created by the assistant right inside my Gmail account. So every morning, instead of typing the standard replies, I can just quickly go through the drafts, modify them if needed, click send, and save time every day. To make it work as scheduled, just go back to the assistant, open the behavior, and switch it to on. That's it. I hope you liked this short tutorial. These kinds of generic tasks are the ones we should and we will automate with AI as the technology develops. I really like how user-friendly Zapier Central is. Try it yourself, play around, and let me know in the comments which kinds of automation ideas you managed to implement with this tool. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm planning on creating many more useful tutorials. Thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll see you soon.